Hey friends, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about some of my personal paranormal experiences after losing loved ones. So if you are my friends or family, please click out if you don't want to potentially hear about people we know. Check out some of the other videos on my page and come back tomorrow for a new topic. Another note, names have been changed or omitted to protect privacy. My first experience started when I was 12. My best friend Sherry B passed away from a freak accident during spring break. I was 12, so the grief journey was extra scary and confusing, as you may imagine. Well, a few days after her funeral and burial, I was on the school bus headed home, staring out the window and listening to my portable CD player. Yes, I'm that old. As the bus passed the main strip of businesses on the way out of town, I saw a girl standing in a white t-shirt and baggy jeans with a backpack on and long hair. When she turned around to face me, I almost screamed out because there she was, my best friend, walking towards me. I blinked back tears, and when I opened my eyes in that split second, she had gone. I looked back 3 more times and there was no one walking the sidewalk at all. There were no people around outside the shops as far as the eye could see. Over the years, there were some other small occurrences after that throughout middle and high school, but one particular incident when I was in college stands out the most. I was due to present a 30-minute oral presentation in my abnormal psych class on the anniversary date of her passing. For those of you who don't know, I have extreme social anxiety and social phobia, but there was no way out of this presentation. My mom was dropping me off because my car was in the shop, and as we were less than a few blocks away from campus, I said out loud, "Well, Sherry, if you're listening, please don't let me pass out." As we rolled to a stop next to a car that was pulled way too far ahead, I gasped and said, "Mom, that license plate says Sherry B." I whipped out my phone and captured a picture, but my mom confirmed it when she let out a chuckle and said, "That's Sherry telling you that you're gonna do great today, sweetie." My grandma was a strong-willed, boisterous woman with a bold personality. She was one of my favorite people from as early as I can remember. We had a strong connection, and she was one of my biggest supporters in everything I did. When she passed away late August 2018, I was devastated, to say the least. The next couple of weeks were and still are a blur. Fast forward to the 3rd week after she had gone. I was finally asleep one night, but woke to go to the restroom. As I opened my eyes to grab my glasses from my nightstand, I froze. I realized someone, or something, was sitting on my bed. When I heard, "Manda," come from the figure, I knew instantly it was my grandma. I knew that voice clear as day. I actually said, "Grandma?" out loud as I thrust my hand over, grabbed my glasses, and just like that, she was gone. A few months passed and my parents went to pick up her car from my uncle. Dad walked over to me and handed me the keys and said, "Here, Manda," with a slight quiver in his voice. The first few times I drove it, it was hard. I cried. It felt nice having something of hers that she spent a lot of time in, but it was still raw and fresh. One day, as I was at our family office processing some mail, I heard a car alarm going off in the parking lot. Normally I would ignore it and keep moving, but this sounded very familiar, and it wasn't stopping. So I opened our office door, walked out in the hallway, and peered into the parking lot. To my surprise, the tail lights on my car were flashing. It was my car alarm going off. No one was around, so it appeared untouched. I rushed back into the office, opened my desk drawer, reached for my keys, and wait. There was nothing there. I always put my keys in the same exact spot in my top right desk drawer. By this time, Mom stepped out of her office to see what the commotion was all about. She looked in all of my desk drawers and turned up with nothing as well. I began to panic because I didn't want to make a scene or have someone call in a complaint. We searched coat pockets, desk drawers, mine and hers, under stacks of papers, everywhere we could. Over the course of the next 2 or 3 minutes, my panic was growing and the alarm wasn't stopping. I told my mom I was going to have to call someone, though I didn't know who, when all of a sudden, it stopped. No more loud car alarm. Somewhat relieved, I began to relax as we kept searching. It was time for my mom to make the daily mail drop, and she asked me to grab some stamps I had shoved away in my desk drawer. When I opened the drawer, I yelled out, "The keys! The keys are right here!" We both know we each looked at least twice. Those keys were not in that drawer minutes before. To this day, we still can't rationalize that incident. I fully believe it was Grandma playing tricks on me. Alright, friends, those are just a few paranormal or strange occurrences I've had after a loved one has passed. What are some of yours? If you want them read in an upcoming video, drop them in the comments below, or email them to the address in the description below. And thanks for hanging out with me again. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a video.